Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So today we are starting miscellaneous exercise of our first chapter, angle and its measurement. In the first example we are solving objective type questions, and to solve the objective type question your concept in the whole chapter should be clear so that easily you are able to solve this example. See, in the first example one angle is given to us 22 pi upon 15 radian is equals to, and if you observe options are in terms of degrees, means you have to convert this radian measure into degree measure. So let us try to solve the first example. So in this case the given angle is 22 pi upon 15 radian, so which is equals to 22 upon 15, keep it as it is. Pi radian can be replaced by its value 180 degrees, means simply we are substituting the value of pi radian is equals to 15 degrees. Remaining part is calculation part. 15 ones are and 15 12s are 180. So now I am multiplying by 12 to 22. 12 into 2 is 24, carry 2. 12 into 2 is 24, plus 2 will be 26, means 264 degrees. So B option is the correct answer here. In the second example, one degree measure is given to us, means angle is in degrees and we have to convert it into radian. So let us try to solve this second example. 156 degrees. We know that whenever we are converting degree measure into radian measure, we are simply multiplying by pi by 180. So this degree will get converted into what? Radian. Remaining part is calculation part here. So I think this number is divisible by 12. Yes, 12 ones are 12, 3 and 6 36, means 12 threes are 36, means in short 12 13s are 156, and already we know that 12 15s are 180. So what result we are getting here? 13 pi radian upon 15. 13 pi radian upon 15. So B option will be the correct answer here. So now observe the condition in the example number third. What is the given condition? A horse is tied to a post by a rope. If horse moves along a circular path, always keeping the rope tight, and describe 88 meter when it trace an angle of 72 degree at the center, then length of the rope is. So now a horse is tied by a rope, it is given to us, okay, and it is moving along what? Circular path, and this will be say rope. The horse is tied by a rope and this horse is moving along a circular path. It is given to us, horse is moving along a circular path. Now question is, it describe 88 meter when it trace an angle of 72 degree. So let us suppose that it trace how much distance? 88 meter, and at that time it include angle of 72 degree at the center. Using this condition we have to find out length of rope. Length of rope is nothing but what here? Radius, means in short we have to find out radius. Here this distance traced by this horse is nothing but what? Length of arc, means this is the value of what? S, and here theta is also given to us. So here first given value is theta, which is equal to 72 degrees. So let us convert this degree measure into radian measure. 72, keep it as it is. We are multiplying by pi by 180 to convert degree measure into what? Radian measure. We can observe that both the numbers are divisible by 36. 36 twos are and 36 fives are, so which is equal to 2 pi radian upon 5. Once the value of theta is known to us, now we have one formula to find out radius if length of arc is given to us. What is that formula? S is equals to r theta. We have to find out value of r. So take theta on this side. So r will be equal to what? S upon theta. So S is equals to 88 upon theta. Theta is equal to, what is the value of theta? 2 pi upon 5. So here we can observe that these two numbers are divisible by 2, 2 ones are and 2 44s are. So see, in the numerator what will get 44, this 5 will get multiplied to 44, and in the denominator this pi can be replaced by its value 22 upon 7. Again we can observe that these two numbers are divisible by 22, 22 ones are and 22 twos are. So which is equals to, in the numerator 2 into 5 will be 10, and this 7 we are able to shift it in the numerator, so will be equal to what, 70 meter will be the length of this rope, means radius of this circle. So here 70 meter will be our correct answer. Now see the example number 4th. In this example, a pendulum of 14 meter long oscillate through an angle of 12 degree. It is given to us. Using this condition, what we have to find out, the length of path described by its extremities. So one pendulum is given to us. Let this will be say pendulum. It oscillate through an angle of what, 12 degrees. So this angle will be equals to 12. It is given to us, and length of the pendulum is also given to us. What is the length of the pendulum? Will be equal to 14 meter. This length of the pendulum is nothing but radius, means r is given and theta is also given. We have to find out path described by its extremities. So means we have to find out this path described by the extremities of this pendulum, which is nothing but arc of a circle, means s. Means to find out the value of s, which values are required, r and theta, and both the values are known to us or given to us. R is equal to 14 meter, it is given to us. Theta is equal to 12 degree. First convert this degree measure into radian. For that purpose multiply to it by pi by 180. 12 ones are 12, 15s are. So what result we are getting? Pi radian upon 15. Once these two values are known to us, which formula is applicable to find out length of arc? That is s is equals to r theta. What is here? R is equal to 14 and theta is equal to pi upon 15. So nothing is there to simplify. So 14 pi upon 15. So 14 pi upon 15 will be our correct answer. Later on see the example number 5th. In this example, angle between hands of a clock when it shows the time 9:45, means at this time we have to find out angle between hands, means our hand and minute hand of a clock. So first let us suppose that this will be 7 clock here, and what is the time here? 9:45. 9:45. At this time, can I say that position of minute hand is at mark 9? At 9:45, this will be the position of what? Minute hand. Now we are finding position of our hand. So definitely our hand is in between what? Is in between 9 and 10. Because up in 45 minutes it will trace some angle at the center, and this angle we have to find out, angle between this minute hand and our hand. This will be the position of our hand at which point? 9:45. We know that angle between any two consecutive mark will be equals to what? 30 डिग्री. अब ये 30 डिग्री में से कुछ एंगल आवर हैंड ने ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे क्रॉस किया है. सो लेट अस सी हाउ मच एंगल विल बी क्रॉस बाय दिस आवर हैंड. How much time will be required for our hand to move from 9 to 10? 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Out of this 60 minutes, how much minute is already crossed by our hand? 45 minutes. Means 45 upon 60 of 30 will be our required angle. Means this which angle will be crossed by what? Our hand here. So which is equals to 31s and 32s, and 42 upon 2 will be equal to 22.5. So 22.5 will be the angle between our hand and minute hand of a clock at this time. So 22.5 will be our correct answer here. Now observe the example number 6. In this example, observe the given condition. 20 meter of the wire is available for fencing of a flower bed in the form of circular sector of a circle of radius 5 meter. Now one bed is there, one flower bed is there, whose shape is like what? Sector of a circle, circular sector of radius 5 centimeter. Means shape of the bed is like what? Sector of the circle. These are the given condition. And what is the radius of this circle? Will be equals to 5. So radius is equals to 5 meter. It is given to us. Again, how much wire is required for fencing? Fencing means what? Border, to seal the border. How much wire is required? 20 meter. Means these are the borders of this sector. One border is R, second border is also R, and third border is what? S. And to fence this, fence means what? For making the compound, for fencing this sector, this much wire is required. Means can I say that this wire means, is it the perimeter of this sector? Yes. So it will be what? Perimeter. Perimeter of sector is equals to 20 meter. It is given to us. Using all these given condition, find the maximum area of the flower bed. And shape of the flower bed is like what? Sector. Means we have to find out area of sector. To find out area of sector, we will have two formulas, half r square theta or half RS. Apply any one of these two formulas to find out area of sector. So from the given condition, let us check which value we will get here. So perimeter means what? R plus this R plus S, means R plus R will be equal to 2R, 2R plus S will be equals to 20. It is given to us, but R is equals to what? 5. If I am substituting R is equal to 5, 5 2s are 10. 10 plus S is equal to 20. So implies that S is equals to plus 10 on this side will become minus 10. 20 minus 10 will be equal to 10. So S will be equals to 10 meter. Once these values are known to us, so find out required area. Our area is like, required area is like what? Sector. So which formula can be applicable? Half RS. So R is already given to us. What is the value of R here? 5. And just now we have got the value of S. S is equal to 10. So 2 1s are 2 5s are 10. 5 into 5 will be equal to 25. So 25 square meter, 25 square meter will be the area of this flower bed. Now see the example number 7th. In this example, the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3 is the given condition. Means ratio of 3 angles of a triangle is given to us. Using this, we have to find out the smallest angle in radian. So first we will use the condition that the angles are in the ratio 1:2:3. So if the angles are in the ratio 1:2:3, then denote the first angle by x, second angle by 2x, and third angle by what? 3x. So these are the angles of a triangle. So if we are taking their addition, so their addition will be equal to what? 180, because we know that sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180. So x plus 2x is 3x, 3x plus 3x will be 6x, 6x is equal to 180 degree, implies that x is equals to what? 180 divided by 6 will be equals to 30 degree. Once the value of x is known to us, we are able to find out first angle also, second angle also, and third angle also. Observe the which value is required here? The smallest angle. So which is the smallest angle here? X, and value of x is already known to us, but the question is to find out the smallest angle in radian. So we are converting this degree measure into radian measure. For that purpose, multiply by pi by 180. So 31s are and 36s are. So what result we have got here? Pi radian upon 6 will be our required value. So now let us try to solve the example number 8th. So in example number 8th, a semicircle is divided into 2 sectors whose angles are in the ratio 4:5. So see, in this case, we have to find out the ratio of their areas. Means ratio of area of sector are always proportional to their corresponding central angle. This is one of the very important result which we have studied in our earlier classes also, and this result even we have used when we have proved the formula of area of sector, isn't it? What result? That which two values are in proportion? Area of sector and their corresponding angles are always proportion, means their ratio of their areas are equal. Their ratios are equal. That's why we can say that these values are in proportion. So here a ratio of angle is given to us. This is the ratio of what? Angle of this corresponding sector, and we know that area of sector and the angle, their ratio of their corresponding angles are equal, means our answer is what? Same, 4:5. But let us try to solve it. Let us denote the ratio of first sector by A1 and let us denote the area of first sector by A1 and area of second sector by A2, and we are finding ratio of area of these two sectors. And what is the formula to find out area of sector? Half r square theta. For the first sector I am denoting angle by what? Theta 1, and area of second sector is half r square theta 2. Half r square theta is the formula to find out area of sector, isn't it? And theta 2 is the angle of the second sector. So which two values will get cancelled? Half r square will get cancelled. What is the remaining term? Theta 1 upon theta 2. Means these ratios of area of sector and ratio of their corresponding angles are what? Equal. That's why we can say that area of sector are proportional to their corresponding central angle, and ratio of central angle is already given to us. What is the ratio? 4:5. So that's why 4:5 will be our correct answer. Now see the example number 9th. In this example, question is to find the measure of angle between hour hand and minute hand of a clock at 20 minute past 2. So means at 20 minute past 2 means at 2:20 we have to find out angle between, at 2:20 angle between minute hand and hour hand of a clock. So let us consider here one clock. So let this will be say mark 12, 1, 2, 3, and somewhere here we will get what? 4. So at 2:20 we can easily say that the minute hand of a clock is at mark 4, isn't it? And at 2:20 our hand is in between what? Mark 2 and mark 3. At 2:20 our hand is in between mark 2 and mark 3. So at this time question is to find out angle between this hour hand and minute hand of a clock, means this is our required angle. So now we are trying to find out angle crossed by which hand? Our hand. In how much minute? In 20 minute. We have seen one important result, that angle between any two consecutive marks will be equals to what? 30 degree. So this angle is 30 and this angle is also what? 30, means this total angle will be equal to what? 60 degree. From this 60 degree we are trying to subtract this angle crossed by what? Our hand. In how much time? In 20 minute. 20 minute में our hand थोड़ा सा आगे आ गया है, and that angle crossed by our hand in 20 minutes, that we are trying to find out here. So we know that angle crossed by our hand in 1 minute is equals to half degree. This is one of the important result, already we have discussed on it. Our hand cross how much angle? Half degree. In how much minute? 1 minute. Then in 20 minute angle crossed by this our hand will be equals to half into 20, so which is equals to 60. Keep it as it is. Half into 20 will be equals to half into 20 will be equals to 10. So here 60 minus 10 will be equal to 50, means this angle will be equals to what? 10 degree. So for this, from this total angle 60, if we are subtracting this 10 degree, we will get our required angle between minute hand and hour hand of a clock. So A option will be the correct answer here. Now observe the last example from question number 1st. The central angle of a sector of a circle of area, means this is the area of what? Circle, is 60 degree, means central angle of a sector is 60 degree and area of circle will be equal to 9 pi. These are two given condition. Using this condition we have to find out perimeter of a sector. So let us try to understand it. Let us consider here one circle. Okay, so here central angle of a sector will be equal to 60 degree. It is given to us. This this is what? Sector, and its central angle is equal to 60 degree. It is given to us, means in this example theta is given to us 60 degree, and convert 60 degree into radian, it will be equal to pi by 3, because pi means 180 upon 3 means will be equal to what? 60 degree. So simply we have converted degree measure into what? Radian measure. Again, what is the given condition here? Area of the circle. Second given condition is area of circle is equals to, what is the area of circle? 9 pi square centimeter. We know that area of circle is pi r square, so 9 pi, keep it as it is, pi will get cancelled, r square is equals to 9, means if you are taking square root on both side, r will be equal to 3 centimeter. Radius is also known, theta is also known. Now we are focusing on our required result. We have to find out perimeter of a sector. Perimeter means what? Boundary lines. One boundary line is r, second boundary line is r, and third boundary line is length of arc, means s. Means to find out this perimeter we will require s also. So first let us try to find out s. What is the formula to find out s? S is equals to r theta. This is the formula to find out length of arc. R is equal to 3 and theta is equal to pi by 3. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So what result we have got here? Pi. Now s is also known to us, radius is also known to us. Now we are trying to find out perimeter. So therefore perimeter is r plus r will be equals to 2r plus s. So replace r by its value. What is the value of r here? 3. 3 into 2 will be equal to 6 plus s I am replacing by what? Pi. Means 6 plus pi centimeter. 6 plus pi centimeter will be our required perimeter of this sector. So in this way we have completed first 10 multiple choice question, means objective type questions, which will be helpful for competitive exams. Any competitive exam like NDA or MHT-CT or what? JEE. So in the next video we are starting question number 2 from the miscellaneous exercise.